As you approach the door to the dance studio for your first lesson, your stomach starts to flip-flop. You think back on the last few weeks and wonder if it's not too late to join the mission to Mars or something. Anything that takes you to the ends of the earth to avoid what is coming up. 6 weeks ago, one of your best friends announced that he was finally getting married to the love of his life and asked you if you'd be in the wedding party. You happily agreed, thinking it would be a fun party to enjoy while escorting old ladies to their seats. That all came to a crashing halt when you were informed that the wedding party would partake in a number of dances during the reception, which immediately triggered your fight or flight response since you have zero idea how to dance. But being as tall as you are, you've always been the center of attention, which makes you uncomfortable, but it's something that you've grown accustomed to. But it also highlights any mistakes you make, like tripping over your own feet, or worse, stepping on your partner's toe or causing actual damage to someone on the dance floor. Taking a deep breath to steady your nerves, you push open the door and walk in. It's a well-lit space with an elegant feel, with the polished floor and dark wooden accents on the walls. It projects a calmness that actually helps to settle your nerves. Not seeing anyone, you call out, "Hello? I'm here for my 10 o'clock lesson." You hear a sultry voice call back, "I'll be right out." You immediately start to get nervous. Feeling yourself getting a little more tense, you hope your deodorant is up to the task of covering the feelings of flop sweat. The sound of heels preceded a figure that comes around the corner and into view. You are determined, and you decide at first glance that if you survive these lessons, you may just stand a chance of not embarrassing yourself at the wedding. She walks up to you and introduces herself. "Hi, I'm Scarlett Webb. I'll be your dance instructor for the next few weeks." Attempting to swallow your anxiety, you introduce yourself while trying to ignore her perfume that seems to surround her like soft kisses at your senses. You talk for a few minutes as she asks you what you're expecting out of your time together. You tell her why you are here and that you need to participate in a number of dances for your best friend's wedding, but have no clue on what type of dancing will be involved. Then, you mention that you have no idea how to dance, and that you've never danced before. She looks at you, studying you, like she's appraising fine art. She smiles. "Can you get me a list of the dances they want?" she says. "I can certainly help, but I need an idea of what they are planning in order to make you a little bit more effective and teach you the steps." You can already feel your cheeks getting flush and hot as you promise to inquire. She continues, "I guess as a starter we can begin with a waltz, since that's the staple at almost every wedding." She moves over a hidden panel in the wood, revealing a hidden sound system. She glides over to you as a classical music begins to play. "Now, we will start with a basic box step." She moves closer to you, taking your hands and placing them on the small of her back. You could feel yourself becoming tense, rigid, the heat of embarrassment working its way up your limbs. You try not to look too anxious as she moves closer and closer and places her hand on your upper arm as she holds you with the other, pulling you onto the floor. "You need to loosen up. I promise I won't hurt you." She says it with a smile, and a playfulness crosses her lips. You kind of wish she would, though. Let it happen. Allow yourself to relax. Remember that your body can move, no matter what form it is in. Your body is your choice. Allow the music to guide you. and allow yourself to be free in this space. I'm here for you. I exist only for you. Ready to begin? You hesitantly say, Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, yes, I'm ready to begin. She smiles, clearly finding your nervousness adorable. Now, I'm going to lead to teach you the basic steps. When you feel a little bit more confident, then you can chime in. But for now, just follow me. We will switch when you're ready. She gently pulls you along to the music. You follow, but halting. Like the Tin Man, you can feel the rigidity in your joints. But over time, slowly, you feel yourself loosening up. She smiles and tells you once again to relax, to feel the tempo of the music, to let your feet guide you, to let her guide you. And as she moves you through the basic steps while you're trying not to slip or trip over her toes, a strange thing happens. You feel the rigidity begin to leave your muscles. It's almost as if you are doing something that was completely natural to you, like a duck floating through water. You feel your senses becoming more and more intoxicated by this tiny woman leading you around the dance floor. You are still counting the steps and concentrating, but she makes it so easy. She makes it so easy to lose yourself, so easy to abandon your fear of embarrassing yourself or looking silly. You remember your training. The army had taught you well. This was about repetition. You're doing amazing, she kindly and warmly states. It's so beautiful to see that you are finally starting to move out of your comfort zone. She can't help but smile at the progress, at the fact that her instruction is leading you to something you clearly have never done before, and you're doing it well. All of this praise causes you to stutter for a second, but you recover quickly and move along with her once more. After a few more moments, she halts. You seem to have the basics and pretty much the basic steps down. Now, do you think you can do it in reverse? You start to get nervous again, but she pulls you back as she says, Don't be nervous. You can be the lead. Just believe in yourself. I have the ability to be right here for you, and I know you have the ability to do this. You just lack the confidence in yourself. Come on, we'll start slow, and we'll do it without the music at first. You're a little hesitant, but you move out of the middle of the floor and start to slowly and nervously lead her through the steps in reverse. Counting to yourself, you slide into a rhythm in your head as you gain more and more confidence, since you haven't tripped over your feet or stepped on hers yet. See, you can do this. All you need is a little confidence, and look what you can handle, she smiles. She looks at you. God, the beauty, the poise, it's devastating. And it's hard to focus with such a gorgeous woman staring at you. She almost breaks your concentration. You shake your head as you regain your composure, and again, concentrate on your task at hand. After a few more minutes, she tells you to stop and turns the music right back on. Now, let's see how you do with the music playing. As she steps close to you and again places herself in a waltz position, a little glint of challenge takes form in her eyes. You close your eyes and take a deep breath, centering yourself. You open them once more and smile down at her and start at the beat. guiding her through the steps as you actually start to feel like you're dancing for the first time ever. You lose yourself in the moment until you're shaken out of your reverie by her voice. I believe you have this down. Excellent job for your very first lesson. You did great. But unfortunately, our time is up for now. When would you like to schedule your... Snapping back into reality, you look at her and ask, when is the next time she has open, since you still have a long way to go in the world of dance? She smiles and looks at her calendar and tells you happily, you're free to make the appointment whenever you choose. You get the hint that she's open to your advances. I'll see you then. Oh, and please remember to let me know what other dances they're going to be using. She smiles at you one more time as you mumble, you'll bring it in. Walking out into the daylight, the world seems a little brighter for some reason. And as you walk off to your car, you can't help but hum the waltz